This is the Transformers Generations Legacy Deluxe Class Stunticon Wild Rider. The figure is part of the second wave of these Deluxe Class figures for the Generations Legacy line of the Transformers, and the hype is real for this new Legacy Menasor as we get the second member of the Stunticon team, Wild Rider. The figure looks absolutely terrific. I have some comments as always, but suffice to say, the figure is yet another amazing release from the Legacy line. Let's take a closer look at the details of this figure. Let's begin with some comparisons. Here he is with fellow Stunticon drag strip. And I thought actually the guns were going to be identical, but they're not. They look similar, but it's obviously a new sculpt. It's a new gun. And here he is with the Combiner Wars Wild Rider. Wow, I didn't think he would be that short. I thought it would be exactly the same size, but you can clearly see that the new Legacy Wild Rider looks a lot more like his G1 self. With this new Wild Rider, we have a more G1 accurate looking Wild Rider as he looked like on the cartoon. I mean, take nothing away from this figure. I love this figure. But in terms of accuracy, I have to give it to the Legacy version. So the figure comes with two guns, just like a drag strip, different mold, and you can combine them to form a double gun. Okay, now this is the official transformation for the back, and just like with Elita 1, I'm not completely satisfied with this one. I actually wouldn't have minded if they had kept the original form. Maybe instead of just splitting the fender and the wheels, they could just left it like this. I mean, it's a bigger backpack, but I would have actually preferred this for some reason, because when you look at him in front, he looks a lot cleaner than if he had those two wheels hanging off to the side. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to eliminate the kibble, but in this situation, I'm actually quite comfortable with this much kibble on his back. It's so G1, because the original G1 toys, they just folded backwards and they just had a huge backpack. So yeah, for me, this is probably how I'm going to display him if I display him in robot mode. Now we do get a very accurate G1-ish head sculpt. I'm really liking this one. I love these, like he's got these bolts right here on his side. That's how he looked like in G1, even to a certain extent the G1 toy. I love the paint on him, matte red finish right here. Got a lot of dark gray pieces here and there. Nice clear red plastic there. We'll see that more in alt mode. Articulation for the figure, he's got a swivel neck, waist swivel. Arms can go in and out, forward and backward. He's got a bicep swivel, hinge elbows. Wrists can go in and out because of transformation. The hips, you do the splits, forward and backward, thigh swivel, hinge knees, and the feet have the rocker tilt. You can kind of move up and down by a little bit because of transformation. So transformation, put the weapons off to the side, reconfigure that backpack like what I did earlier, and just combine the pieces to form the front part of the car. You want to open the chest panel, fold the head in, straighten out the arms, and then just tab them onto the bicep. Fold in the fists, keep them there to the side. Now this whole front part of the car is going to come down right here. And then this windshield is going to fold in and lock that front part of the car. And now for the legs, you want to rotate that waist piece 180 degrees, and then you want to open the front part of the legs, fold the feet upwards like that, and then what you want to do is you want to fold the knee bits inside like that, fold them inside like that, make sure it's flush, and then you want to fold this entire leg assembly like this and connect it onto the body like that to form the rear part of the car. And all that's left is to fold back the front part of the legs and the feet. And that's that. There's Wild Rider in his alt mode. And he looks great. Shoo, shoo. Obviously, you can put the guns here. You can split the guns like that. Now let's get rid of that so we can appreciate it better. Very nice. In the G1 cartoon, he looked something like this. So very close. I'm very happy to how he looks like in alt mode. And for comparisons in alt mode, here he is with Drag Strip, and here he is with Combiner Wars Wild Rider. Man, it's gotten smaller over the years, but yeah. And then to turn him into the leg of Menasor, the left leg, you need to open the windshield, fold the front part of the car, and there you go. You're gonna attach it to the left leg of Menasor. And so some final thoughts on this new Legacy Wild Rider. The figure looks absolutely terrific. My main issue was the back cable, but that could easily be fixed with my modified transformation of the front part of the car. I am just really excited to have every single Stunticon in this Legacy lineup so we can build Menasor, and with Wild Rider, we are one step closer to building Menasor. The figure is going to get a 10 out of 10. I'm really loving this new take on the Stunticons. I think they're more G1 accurate. Just like Drag Strip, Wild Rider is just screaming G1, and I think the designers at Hasbro and Takara Tomy did a wonderful job yet again with this figure. I cannot wait to see the rest of the team. 10 out of 10 for me. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this new generation's Legacy Deluxe Class Wild Rider. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.